What's up, y'all? It's your boy Cortez Mac. I'm back with a brand new episode. It's been a minute. I missed y'all. I know you missed me too. But today I'm here with my homie K Paris, the K Paris. She is a dope designer, entrepreneur, creator, mom, all of that. And we're gonna talk about all of that in our interview today. I got 5 questions with her so y'all can get to know her better. All the things that she's doing, the moves that she's making to get ready for what I think is going to be a crazy 2022. It's definitely a year for her to take over. Before we get into that, I got a few news items for you. So we got to start by talking about Ari Lennox. So we already know in Amsterdam she got locked up, but you know, from what we heard, it was about her being drunk. I guess like being drunk in public and, you know, disturbing the peace or whatever. But more has come out this week. So apparently Ari was arrested for responding to a woman in the airport or security racially profiling her in Amsterdam. I guess I don't really know how to say what I'm trying to say, but to come out and say, you know, the world is racist, and so we think we live in America and we see the things that go on here, and we think like how people always be like, well, I hate it here, I want to go somewhere else. Your ass to go to another country and get treated 10 times worse than you would in America. There are so many countries that look at black people as like the scum of the earth, and so we go to these places thinking that we're gonna be treated like first class citizens, like they're gonna just appreciate us in ways that we don't get in our home country, where in a lot of places it's still dangerous to be black. A lot of these places have westernized ideals of how they look at black people, and so they treat us based off of how they see us being treated here, and they take it 10 times worse. We saw the same thing with ASAP Rocky, so on and so forth. So I say that to say, y'all be careful when you go to these other countries that you think are going to not see color, because they do, and they see it in the same way that we get dealt with in America. I promise you there are places that you are not going to want to go because you won't like the way that you're treated. So prayers up for Ari. I hope that this situation works out in her favor, and I'm glad that she put shed light on this, because so many people always just think about these destinations, not thinking about the other things that are going on, that are the politics at play with these places that we go to. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll see what happens with that. Moving on, I definitely want to talk about, and this one is a little salacious, a little, you know, we gotta have a little drama, but I want to talk about Tristan Thompson. He is just, I feel like he is going to forever be in the running for fuckboy of the year for the way that he's done Khloe Kardashian and the way that he just moves. So we know that he had a baby, a side baby, with Marilee Nichols. She's a personal trainer who it literally just broke that she was having this baby, and she then came out and said she's already had the little boy. So alleged text messages came out this week where he was encouraging her to have an abortion, telling her he wasn't going to be in the child's life, and that if she was trying to get some money, it wasn't really going to be looking like anything because he's retiring after this season. So he really tried to discourage her. She ended up having the baby anyway. It's all public knowledge now. Khloe came out saying she ain't got time for the negativity. So I don't know where they go from here, but I really want Tristan to work on his public image, because I feel like, you know, after basketball, you got a career as an analyst, you got a career as a commentator, as a coach, something, but you gotta repair your public image first, because the Kardashians are a powerful family, the Jenners are a powerful family. So if you got enemies in them, realize that how you move in Hollywood and how you move wherever is gonna be affected by the way people look at you. So you gotta clean it up, my boy. Take care of your kids too. Like, he, in the alleged messages, if they were from him, he really looked like an ain't shit ass nigga for saying, you know, I'm not taking care of the kid, I'm not gonna be involved in his life at all. My boy, put the condom on if it's that much of a inconvenience for you to be in this kid's life. How much of an inconvenience was it for you to put that Jimmy on? Think about it, because once she's pregnant, I hate to say it, but I don't even hate to say it, but it's like you can't police a woman's body. So a lot of times it's like the dad doesn't really have rights to say at this point, like, I don't want this child. You got to think about that beforehand. You got to. Last up this week, we got to talk about the disappointment that our uncles gave us at the Versuz. And I'm bad at keeping up with Versuz now, because I be missing, like, I don't even be knowing when they be. Like, I knew when Escape and SWV was. I knew when, well, really that was the big one that I knew. But Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3 6 Mafia had a Versuz this week, and it was the first time that they ever had to go to break because people wanted to fight. So it really I'm just so thrown off by the fact that we got two goated groups, two legendary groups that get out there and you think they gonna model for the young boys, like how to actually go out there and, you know, have a civilized show. Even if you got some conflict or whatever, you gonna actually be mature and give the people what they came for. And it ended up being cool, but I'm just so shocked that it got there. So the old heads, y'all gotta be the models. Like, y'all gotta be the ones to let them know. Cause you talk about how, you know, they coming in and changing the game. But look at what y'all doing. Like, y'all are better than that. I look at Bone Thugs and Harmony and I look at 3 6 Mafia as innovators in the rap game and people who I think that a lot of people now still emulate and are inspired by. So to see them get up there and have that moment that I don't even think Gangsta Boo and DJ Paul, I don't think they were being disrespectful because that's what started it. They were, while Bone Thugs was performing, they were doing a little slow dance, and so Busy Bone, I believe it is, got mad and felt like they were disrespecting him. But I don't even think it was that. I think they was just trying to have a good time. You always see people on Versuz vibing and dancing to each other's music and joking and just being like jovial, having fun with it, kicking shit. And so for him to get offended, I feel like it could have been alcohol induced. It could have just been whatever else was going on. So Swizz Beatz, if you don't follow Swizz Beatz, go look up what all he said on social media, because that's kind of some of his thoughts really went extreme into talking about how, I guess, the platform that they were given, they didn't really appreciate it like he felt like they should have. So I ain't gonna go that far, but I will say that I expect better of people like that. You know, when you get to a certain level and you got eyes on you as a trailblazer and as a role model, you know, you got to handle that differently. And the Versuz platform is so valuable. I think that right now it's bringing a lot of people back to relevance and getting people into artists that they might not have been exposed to otherwise. So if that's the level of exposure that you want, people seeing you fighting and carrying on, then I mean, go ahead. There's a level of notoriety that comes with that. But if you want people to pursue your music, that ain't the way to do it. So what I want y'all to do is stay tuned, because the interview with my girl K Paris is up next. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Cortez Mack, and I am back with a brand new guest. It's been a minute since I chopped it up with somebody, but K Paris is joining me today. How you feeling?
What's up, y'all?
Look. When I have a designer in the building, y'all, I get so happy, because one thing I love is a shirt and a pants and a hat and all of that. I love clothes, and I feel like it takes such a creative to be able to do that and bring those type of visions to life. So 5 questions. You ready?
I am.
All right. Question 1, why design? Like, why clothing? What made you jump into this?
I think like anybody else that live in their passion is, you grew up doing it. I've been doing this all my life. I started as a little girl cutting up my clothes. Like,
not putting the rips in the jeans. Okay.
It was more than the rips. It was the dye. It was the cuts. It was the fringe. Like, I was very creative, and it was just always in me.
So, at what age did you feel like, I'm gonna do it for real? Like, I ain't gonna just be cutting my shit up and putting dye in my shit. Like, when did you decide it's lucrative, I'm gonna make money doing this?
I think I would say this year.
Damn, not 2021?
At this year, at 30, I decided that I can really make a business doing it. Before, it was just something that I would do for myself, because I would like to always have unique looks when I would go out. So I would always make custom things for myself. And then I get so many compliments anytime I'm out. And I'm like,
I see it.
And I like to make my things. So I was just like, why not? This is something I absolutely love. So this is what I'm gonna do.
All right, so question 2 then. What would be the biggest fear that you had to overcome on this journey? Have you overcome it yet?
Believing in myself.
I feel like that's an ongoing battle for all of us, I think.
But it's so real.
Yeah, it is.
You can have so much doubt and insecurity about your craft, but truly be gifted in what you're doing. And you don't know. A lot of the times I don't know until people are like, wow, did you make that? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I made this shit.
And it was so effortless. It wasn't nothing that was so complex. Like, it came just like that. And yeah.
So when you doubt yourself now, How do you get out of that mindset, or is it kind of now like a thing that you don't doubt yourself?
Now, what I do is I look at what I've done.
Okay.
I have to
Makes
constantly
sense.
look at it. I put it on my TV. I look at it on my phone. I just look at it constantly, and probably after about 10, 15 minutes, I'm like, okay, girl, something new. And I think that is motivation, because I'm always trying to top the next look. Like, I always want to go higher. Like, it has to get better every time.
Okay, every time improving. We love growth. We all about that at Cortez Mac TV. So, question 3 then, you talked about motivation, and I want to ask you, who are your 3 biggest, if you had to narrow it down to 3, your 3 biggest inspirations for why you do what you do, and also maybe even how you do what you do?
Well, I would say now my motivation for sure is my children, my sons.
You got 2 boys?
I have 2 boys.
Yes, a boy mom.
A boy mom. And I mean, that's a easy go-to answer, but it's obvious. You have to provide. You have to have a legacy for your children, and that motivates me to go harder.
Yeah.
As far as somebody that inspired me, I really don't have too much inspiration other than just life. You know, a lot of my shit comes from the things that I go through, and I'm thinking about these things when I'm making it. I'm not thinking about somebody that did something so great. I'm thinking about something I'm overcoming in that moment. You know, maybe I had an argument, or something didn't go through for me, or just anything, whether it's bad or good. That's what I'm thinking about. So life is pretty much my inspiration, and that's the honest truth.
So how is life right now in terms of your creative space? What are you working on now, and how is life inspiring it?
So now I'm finishing up my fall collection that I worked on. It was a capsule collection, really small, something that's very intimate to me, because when I look back at this collection in maybe 5 years, I'm gonna see something that I overcame, because that's what I was going through when I made that. So it's like, you gotta do this. You gotta get through it. You gotta push. You gotta go harder. You gotta see what it's like on that other side.
I feel that.
You feel me?
That. Oh, I'm about to cry. Damn. Got me about to cry.
But it's the truth. It's honestly, it's the truth. And yeah.
I feel that. I love that. So what's next? This is officially question 4. What's next for K Paris?
Is something bigger. I mean, the next collection is gonna tell a story. It goes back into what inspired me, and I think, which is a great question, because I like visuals. When I release my things, you know, I make visuals, and the more I grow, the more the story will grow. And now I'm ready to tell a story. See, before it was like commercials. You've been getting commercials. Now the movie is about to come on.
Yes, time for the main attraction.
It's about to come on now, and I'm excited about it.
Okay, we excited for it as well. So I want to ask you this, and this is officially question 5. If you were to describe K Paris in terms of the all-inclusive experience for somebody that's new to you as a designer, somebody that's just discovering you for the first time, give them 3 words to describe the experience.
Welcoming. My spirit is so strong, you're gonna feel it, and it's gonna welcome you every time. It's an attraction. Welcoming. I mean, I'm gonna put it together, and I'm never gonna I'm a hit. Everything I put on you is gonna hit every single time. Outside of me welcoming you, and everything that I put on you hitting, I feel like you're gonna get an experience. You're gonna get something that you can keep forever. Something that you're gonna wanna keep forever. That you're gonna be like, no, I can't get rid of it.
Timeless.
Timeless.
Yes, timeless. That's the word.
And we don't have nothing out here that's creating timeless pieces. Everybody is looking for trendy, quick, small, just not fashionable. I mean, other than the house brands, but we need some more timeless pieces.
So
we need some K Paris.
Yes, we need some K Paris. So tell me about the last design that you created, the last design that you brought to life. Take us through it. What it looked like, what did it start as, what did it end up as, all of that. Where can we look at it, all of that?
I was in a very dark place. So when I made it, I didn't realize what I was making. And that's the God honest truth. I was literally just letting my hands do the work. And I was thinking about how I was going to fix my situation. How was I going to get out? You know, when you're doing things, when you're so good at what you're doing, you don't have to monitor your steps. So about time I was done with my piece. It was the very first piece I made. I couldn't believe that I made it. And then especially in the time that I made it. Let's remember I only made it in 2 hours. And let me show. He gonna have to show y'all.
We gonna put it up on the screen. We gonna like blow it up.
We gonna y'all into this.
We got some new stuff coming on Cortez Mac TV.
No, but like seriously.
We gonna put it up on the screen like boom.
This is.
If you know how to do that, hit me up because
This is when I made this.
Oh.
2 hours. So you have to show the people.
2 hours?
2 hours.
Can y'all see this? Like, hold up. I don't know if y'all could see.
No,
like,
seriously, show the people.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yo. So you pulled that off in one day?
I pulled it off in 1 day. I pulled it off in 2 hours.
2 hours.
It wasn't a day. It wasn't 6 hours.
That's crazy. Like, so you work crazy. Like, you work well under pressure too.
Oh,
then, I'm
amazingly
sure.
under pressure. I hate it.
But your shit come out top tier.
Top tier. I mean, it never fails every time.
I love it.
It never fails.
That's dope. All right, so now we are moving into the final act, the final portion, the last thing we gonna do for the interview.
Okay.
And so we gotta play One Gotta Go.
One gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm
get
down.
ready. Get ready.
I'm
so I'm
down.
gonna give you 4 different designers.
Okay.
Now, you wanna go high fashion, or do you wanna
I'm
go?
gonna let you control the narrative. Where you wanna take it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Bet. So I'm gonna give you 4 famous designers, and you gonna tell me which one gotta go.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna give
Only one have to go out of the 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta get rid of one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you Gucci.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you. Oh yes. I'm gonna give you Gucci. I'm gonna give you Versace. I'm gonna give you. Givenchy.
Okay.
Yes. I hope I said it right. Givenchy. And then finally, 4th, who do I want to throw in there with them? I'm gonna give you. Who I want to give you? Ooh, I'm gonna give you Roberto Cavalli.
Okay. I love him. So he's
Yes. Okay, so Roberto Cavalli stays, you say already?
It would probably be Givenchy.
Givenchy gotta go? Why?
I'm not that girl. I mean, I love the boots, but it's a trend.
Damn, so Paris Fashion Week, you ain't gonna put K Paris at Paris Fashion Week, ain't gonna have on no Givenchy.
No.
You gonna have on K Paris though.
I'm gonna have
Where Fashion Week do you want to, like, if you were to take one by storm, New York, Paris, London, where would you want to go? Milan. Why Milan?
Because it's gonna exceed my expectations. New York is very possible. I can touch it. But Milan is
So
gonna
New York.
make me be like, damn girl, you made
You
it.
made it. Well, she is gonna make it, and we're
I'm
gonna go ahead and clap it up for her, y'all. Clap it up. Thank you so much for joining me today. Where can the
Thank
people
you for
find
having
you?
me.
No, you were a whole vibe, like, and I wish you nothing but success
Thank
as a
you.
mom,
Thank
as a woman out here killing it. Like,
Thank
you
you.
are doing the damn thing. So
Thank
keep
you.
it.
Thank you.
So where can the people find you?
You can follow me on Instagram at the K Paris _
The K.
the _ K Paris.
The _
Yeah.
K Paris.
Yes.
K the letter K. Paris like France. Y'all got it, y'all.
Yes.
And do you have designs and things available for sale now?
I do have some sample pieces
Okay.
available, but as of right now, I'm not really pushing to sell. I'm not selling right now.
I know that's right.
My things will sell. I'm no in rush. I'm not in no rush at all.
Ooh, taking time with it. All right, y'all. So with that being said, stay tuned for Who Won the Week. It is next.
Bye, guys.
Talking about Who Won the Week. And for me, I got to give it to Madonna this week. And the reason why, stay with me. I know Madonna is a off-the-wall choice. But she is one of the only celebrities that I know that has gotten a public apology from 50 Cent. So we saw, I don't know if you saw, but I saw, so I'm just assuming y'all did too, where 50 kind of had like threw shots at her about, did y'all see the pictures that she posted where like pretty much it was like her, like, can y'all see me? Like she was like up under the bed, like just ass everywhere. No, not even her face. It was just all Madonna ass. And so he was like, he called her out in terms of like, what are you doing? Like you look a mess right now. Get up off the bed. Get on the bed. Get from under the bed. And so she dragged 50 back and was saying that you supposed to be my friend and now you talking shit about me online. He came back and said, basically, I apologize. I can't have Madonna on my bad side. And I think that he's right. You know, he made a power play. It's a lot of black people that you probably need to apologize to the same way you did to Madonna. But I mean, I'm sure you'll get there one day. Anyway, y'all, thank you for joining me this week. Congratulations to Madonna for your Who Won the Week award. You can put it on the shelf with, well, it's imaginary now because I lost the trophy, but you can just put it in your heart. Just how about that? Thank y'all for joining me this week, and I will see you soon with a brand new episode of Cortez Mac TV. If you want more of me right now, if you just can't wait, go follow me, not subscribe, but follow me on Instagram, CORTEZMACK TV. It's spelled the same way as it's YouTube, literally. So subscribe here, go to the IG, you'll have all my content. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another. I love y'all. Let's go.